see on the floor, who stands out tonight?
I don't know about that, Ed. I may have to disagree with you on that. The eighth wonder of the world is the Red Rowdies. Let's get loud. Let's represent. Houston Rockets, what time is it?
They are certainly impressive. Let's do this in Houston. Great things, Jay, from Houston since they acquired Chris Paul to pair with James Harden. But on the other side, Donovan Mitchell, 13th pick in the draft, sensational rookie season. And then you factor in Ricky Rubio, who rediscovered his outside touch.
And the outside touch for Ricky Rubio is everything for his game. We all know that he is one of the best passers in the NBA, but the ability to keep the defense honest by knocking down shots off P&Rs is everything for Rubio. And then you combine that with having a young Dwayne Wade. And that's who Donovan Mitchell is, but he's a better outside shooter. He led the league in three-pointers made, broke the record. That goes to show you how expansive his game is, from using his upper frame to attack the rim and to punish people with his mid-range game, but also to extend the defense with knocking down the tray.
Rubio picked up by Paul. To Favors. Jay, we talk about it all the time. The coaches in this league, who best puts their players in a position to shine? And now I give you Quinn Snyder.
I remember Quinn.
Ouch. Doesn't look good here. Mike D'Antoni going to make some changes. You hate to see anybody get hurt. That appeared to be a lower body injury. First free throw is good. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Jazz have the ball. Knocked loose. Rockets have it.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
He gets it. He has that sixth sense that you just can't teach.
He's like a traffic cop, and he's navigating a myriad of bodies coming his way. And there's a smaller innuendo of the game that nobody talks about. When he makes a great pass, he'll tell the offensive player, shoot it, go up, dunk it. He will direct you and lead you to success.
Sit him down, ice.
Down to 5 on the 24. Mitchell, his first effort, off the mark.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
And he throws it down. Rudy Gobert with the slam.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make two bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
James Harden trying to cash in. Almost, but no good. A pass taken away by the Rockets. To Harden. Utah ball. Ricky Rubio missed his first. That one goes.
Used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Harden. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. No good. That's great defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Rubio. Offensive board. Rudy Gobert. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Harden to Paul. To Fareed. 24-second violation. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Kenneth Fareed, huge block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Favors to Korver. Joe Ingles to Allen. Down to 5 on the 24. Lets it fly from long range. Grayson Allen, you know he loves a challenge.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Fareed to Rivers. And the finish. Jay, it counts for 2, but that was pretty.
I wasn't necessarily sure which way that PNR was going, but I guess neither was the defense. That makes 2 of us.
Korver to Allen. Joe Ingles to Gobert. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Add 2 points.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
They'll let one fly from half court. That'll do it for the first quarter. The Rockets with the lead. One quarter down. Neither side really distinguished itself. Jay, what stood out?
Both teams are trying to feel each other out, but I like the aggression that both teams established in the first quarter. This is the first quarter league. The way you play in the opening minutes really sets the tone for the rest of the game.
To Gerald Green. Here comes the screen. It's Paul for 2. Ooh, Chris Paul. He's 2 for 2 now.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Knocked loose. Rockets come up with it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build.
A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
Here comes the screen. To Gobert. Slams it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. Probing the defense. Down to Fareed. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
Grayson Allen. Here comes the screen. Crowder defended by Tucker. Grayson Allen. To Korver. He wants it at the rim and scores.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he won.
Paul into the front court. Leads a bucket. Nothing going here on that drive. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
To Paul. Here comes the screen. Paul. Man, that was a tough shot. When you look at playmakers in the last decade plus, what sets Chris Paul apart?
He always puts you in a position to leads because he's vocal. And when he directs and he guides, there is nobody better at the position than CP3.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Into the game for Houston.
Rubio matched up with Paul. Trying to cash in. Shot by Rubio, no good. Paul with it up top. Leads 5. To P.J. Tucker. Here comes the screen.
Watch the screen left.
Reset here. Let's see what they do. No good. Defense catching a break there. Here's Rubio up top. Fence. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. Paul across the timeline. Up 5. Utah with the possession. Rubio. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
Harden. To P.J. Tucker. And a nice finish at the rim.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Rubio to Gobert. Knocked loose. Rockets have the steal. Paul.
Big pick right there.
To Harden. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. Nothing going here on that drive.
Watch the back, watch the back, watch the back.
Short jumper stays out.
Let's be realistic. He's probably shots, but the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
It's in the hands of Harden. To Fareed. Rudy Gobert able to recover with the block. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Tucker. Offensive board. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Has a chance. Got it to go on the step back. Jay, he found a way.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Nothing going here on that drive. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. That's it for the first half, with the Rockets in front.
Thanks, fellas. Jalen here with your halftime report. The Rockets have the lead, but not by much. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Houston Rockets. The Jazz aren't down by much after 2 quarters.
And even though they don't have the lead, they're doing a great job of moving the ball around. They might find themselves on the winning end of the scoreboard if they can keep it up.
Have a look at the leading scorers. For the Utah Jazz,
Game track. Bench points.
The NBA season is long, and these days, starters take rest days. And that's why it's so important to have bench players that can be productive like we're seeing here today.
Player of the half.
Chris Paul.
Has the defense figured out, and his shots are falling for him. That's a lethal combination that will be hard to overcome.
Who was cold?
Ricky Rubio.
Just can't seem to get it going.
Newsflash, you're not on fire. Pass the ball. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Now it's Harden at the controls. To P.J. Tucker.
Hey, watch this screen left.
Easy pass to the rim.
The ball in the bucket.
Mitchell with it up top. The deficit now up to 5. To Favors. Almost, and he's not getting the call.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
Harden. To P.J. Tucker, fires the 3, and that's rebounded by the Jazz. Rubio into the front court. 5-point game. Ricky Rubio, tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Paul. Here comes the screen. Oh, had him going there for a second. Nothing going here on that drive. The screen sets him up for 2.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming.
Bail out of something at the last second. That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Ricky Rubio at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. Free throw good as he finishes off the 3-point play. They're back within a bucket. Here's Paul, controlling the offense. To Harden.
Hey, double screen.
Probing the defense. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Rockets with 4 to shoot.
Shot going up.
Doesn't have the touch. No good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Knocked loose. Ingles against Tucker. Nice pass to set things up. Harden, James Harden, not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
And if you're on the right side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to you or stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
To Joe Ingles. Here comes the screen. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Ricky Rubio trying to cash in on a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. And he's got the free throw as well.
See if you're working on your game.
Paul into the front court. Lead is 2.
Screen right, screen right, screen right.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
To Rivers.
Shot up, close out, close out, close out.
And the rebound taken in by Utah. Here's Rubio into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Gets it in the left corner. Korver, they get it down to Gobert. Rudy Gobert. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
The true measure of Rudy Gobert comes on the defensive end. He was all-NBA defensive first team field goal percentage at 43%. You ain't getting by that.
Here's Rubio up top. Our score all even in this third quarter. To Korver. The drive right to the basket. Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
With the rock, it's Chris Paul. Tucker to Paul. Has a look. Chris Paul at the line for 2 shots. A career 86% from the line. And he connects on the first free throw. Two for 2 on that trip. Rubio into the front court. Game's all tied in the final minute here in the third. A bad pass as the Rockets come away with it.
Tie ball game. Make this possession count.
And counted at the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Here comes the screen, here comes the screen, here comes the screen.
Here comes the screen. Rubio picked up by Paul. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Kenneth Faried. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups.
Number 25, Austin Rivers.
Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one. Late heave to beat the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. The Jazz out in front. It's Utah basketball as we begin the fourth quarter, and you have to figure they like this spot they're in, entering the quarter with the lead on the road.
Yeah, but Ed, I disagree. As a player, I'm not really worried about how big the lead is right now. I'm worried about what kind of energy we're going to enter the fourth quarter with, more important.
And count.
Underused. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of that.
Here comes the screen.
Right.
To Harden. Going to launch beyond the arc. Now that's a contest. Here's Rubio into the front court. Leads 4. Slam dunk, Derek Favors. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
To Harden. Nothing going here on that drive. And he finishes at the rim. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Had a good look there, but it's no good. Favors shot, no good. It's in the hands of James Harden.
Here we go. My ball, my ball. Green, I got your help.
Shot from the lane, won't go. Here's Rubio. 4-point game. The Jazz with 4 on the shot clock. Mitchell knocks it down.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Now the Rockets will use a timeout. That's their first. Leaves them with 1 remaining the rest of the way.
You know, Ed, usually in timeouts, you see coaches give these rah-rah speeches. And what happens is it goes through the player's left ear and out the right. They don't pay attention. I've been a part of those huddles. What I just saw, though, I saw a coach snap a clipboard. No doubt about it. He has his team's attention.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Paul to Harden. From Harden, muscle memory. Gets it to go.
Consistency wins a game. Sometimes you have to double down. I'm sure that's what their coach told them to do in the locker room. Keep shooting your shot.
Rubio into the front court. He'll run the offense. Cleans it up. Second effort. Good look that time, but off the mark. Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor to P.J. Tucker. Paul to Harden. A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. Rubio against Tucker. Paul. Here comes the screen.
Oh, I've been waiting for this matchup.
To Harden. Five seconds to shoot. Paul. Ooh, Chris Paul. 4 out of 10. There's a sixth sense there that you just can't teach.
If you're a player on the same team with CP3, you should be taking that point guard out to dinner every single night. There's something to be said about a guard that makes the game way easier for you to be even more of an efficient offensive player.
And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line. Derek Favors, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 66%. First one goes down.
Get it, shoot it again.
And he makes them both.
You know that's easy. They can't guard you.
Harden in possession. His guys trail now by 4. To P.J. Tucker. Fires the 3. Tucker, dead on three-point shooter. Tough to guard.
Oh, I like what you're doing right now. It looks like you're running some DHOs into PNRs. That's dribble handoffs into pick and rolls. You keep running that action, you're constantly going to keep the defense guessing.
To Rubio. Here comes the screen. To Rubio. And he'll go to the foul line.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just got to let them play, ref.
Ricky Rubio. He's got 2 shots coming. Hasn't missed yet. And hits the first free throw.
Subbing in for the Houston Rockets, number 1,
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Harden has it up the floor. To Paul.
Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
Just
To be realistic, he's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
now Paul with the basketball. His guys down 3. Now the intentional foul as they get it with a little under 20 seconds left to play.
This is a close game, and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Oh, he missed on a pair. Deep 3 at the buzzer. It's the Jazz who come away with the victory as they win this one by 3. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Jazz
got the win in a nail-biter, and it's always great to watch a team with such an unselfish approach to the game. Plenty of assists were delivered throughout this contest.
Here are the guys who put up the most points. For the Utah Jazz, the Rockets finished on the losing end of a close score. They shot exceptionally well from beyond the arc, but even that long-range efficiency wasn't enough for them to get the win. Check out the leading scores for the Houston Rockets.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Ricky Rubio put up the kind of points that made him an easy choice for this award. He couldn't be stopped. And when he realized he was in his zone, he just took it to another level.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.